time, and so when I seen the amount of people um, this morning, it kind of made me a little nervous. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Kind of like, oh shoot, I didn't even know that, you know. So it's just like, yeah, this morning I'm gonna retake on some of the topics that I talked about this morning, but you know, first and foremost, I want to say this, like, a lot of you guys, you in the States and stuff like that, but, you know, just everything that's going on, you have to think about what's best for you at this time. And not in a negative way, but think about building, think about growth. You see harsh realities being unfolded and stuff like that. And it's affecting a lot of people emotionally, financially, and so initially, what I would say is focus on things that can benefit you and focus on those attributes because once you tie that into your campaign initially, it's far more easy for you to scale that up, rather than you focusing on something that has a negative objective or a negative emotion attached to it. But that's why I say if you focus on campaigns that bring you peace and joy and happiness, you're bound to succeed every single time. For me, for instance, building websites is something that's peaceful. Like funnels is peaceful, ad campaigns is peaceful for me. So I've been kind of talking about this for like 10 years. So it's just like this is just another year doing it. It's 2014. Now it's 2025. So 11 years now. So just a decade, still not the best at it, but initially, what I would say is in modern day times of marketing and advertising to people, things are shifting, but you have to look at what's going on in the mass majority. Many people is addicted to these apps, their phones, their device, these things like that, their social topics and things of that nature. It's kind of scary. Um, but once you kind of like grasp a hold of how to get leads from there and get the main objective off those platforms and get back into the real world, what I really suggest is campaigns like lead ads. The reason I say lead ads is because you gain in the most important thing you can is the person that click on that ad and then you're getting their contact information. I think lead ads is far more valuable than just website ads or messenger ads. Messenger ads could be great, but lead ads take you off the platform. And so when you're building an actual asset from a platform and they offer you, hey, here's the lead for this offer, things of that nature, that gives you so much more control on the back end of what you can promote and share with this person. And so that's why I really suggest like lead ads in this case scenario because it's like now we have their what? Name. Okay, we have their phone number. All right, we have their email. Okay, so we have this stuff from these lead ads that now we can then message and follow up with these people on. So for instance, by the time if I give this person a phone call, I can actually already know their name or even their business name. So in this case scenario, I already know exactly who I'm talking to on the phone by the time I get on that phone call. And so that's why I personally prefer to use lead ads in the majority of my campaigns because I get this information, and not only that, I get to do this one thing is the benefits of having a lead campaign, a full lead in your business, is the follow up. Okay, so you have to take in consideration if I can get this person information, now I can follow up with them over and over and over and over and over again. And so that's where it comes into selling proposition because you have to know certain factual information. And that factual information is going to be something similar to what I'm actually explaining to you right now. Okay? Let me break this down to you. All right, so in the essence of life, well, in this marketing class, I'm gonna just say that like this. In this marketing class, initially, we have 5 types of people because we're not gonna overcomplicate the process of how many people there are. We're gonna actually create a funnel that basically build based on 5 types of people. And I learned this from my mentor. Like this is real mentorship stuff. So there's an acronym called SCARF. All right, so SCARF. All right, SCARF. All right, so what does SCARF stand for? It stands for each of the 5 types of buyers in this case scenario. All right, and so in this case scenario, we have shoppers. All right, in this case scenarios, let's break down shoppers first and foremost. What is a shopper, you guys think? So a shopper is initially a person that's actually actively looking for the product or service that we're looking to provide to them. All right, so shoppers are people that's browsing the internet, they're going out into the stores, they're going out in the back. Those are people that's actually looking for the product or service that we have. In a lot of case scenarios, if you get sales instantly after you promoting it, a lot of times that comes from shoppers. And before I continue, I want you to guess which of the other ones actually has impulsive buying, where we actually capitalize off that too. But in order to do a follow-up, you have to know you can't do a follow-up. Let me break this down to you. You can't do a follow-up without doing this first. So without understanding this, you cannot do a follow-up, because you would not be following up correctly with the right type of person. You see what I'm saying there? So a shopper is initially an active buyer. So we're gonna put parentheses, active buyer. Okay? And so that's what a shopper is. This is an impulsive active buyer. What a cow is can't operate without a significant other. So doesn't mean that can't operate without a significant other, mean this person isn't going to make a financial decision based on. This person is not going to make a financial decision based on themselves. They need someone to give them advice. They have to have somebody that's going to say, hey, this is what this is what this is. I think this is a good decision. I think this is a bad decision. This person is going to may have a wife, or may have a friend, or something, an advisor, or something like that. And many case scenarios, and those advisors may say, hey, this is it. They may have a concierge to help them with that. And so initially, with the cows, you don't embed. This is not this. This is I don't know if you can see that. This is an email. Guaranteed. So that's what, out of 5? What, that's 20% right there is based on having an email. Like, I don't know why I did that just now. So 20% of our people is based on having an email. You see what I'm saying? Like, I hope you guys see this, right? Yeah. So if 20% of those people is based on having an email, you have to think about, what about this person? What about this person, or this person, or this person? So can't operate without other is a person that actually needs someone else to help them make that financial decision, which isn't rocket science. It's very easy. And so the next thing that goes into is adamant. A person that's adamant and reluctant to change. Consistency over time with your answers. 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 That right there, that repetition, what I just said, that's how you win adamant people. This is your second person that is a email. Consistency over time is your answers. Consistency over time is that. So that's the second person that is initially an email. All right, and the same thing is with this. These are your harder sales. It's so much more difficult to get these people to do anything than anything else. Is this one and this one? This person, that's 10% of your traffic. This, 20% of your traffic. And what do we have left here? Trust me, because this gets super hard. Like, if you don't understand this with your follow up, then you kind of basically missing out because this is essential. Like, you have to understand how to have an adamant person, how to send an adamant person an email, how to send a person that's adamant to that think they know it all an email, and then a person that needs help making a decision. You have to understand how to send that person an email. And if you don't understand how to appeal to these three completely different emotions, because this person is far different than this person here, two different people. So it's just like you have to understand how to appeal to each of these different consumers and get them to convert. And because what? That's 60% of your sales. 60% of the revenue is just off one, two, three. And then you have another 20% off of that. You know? So going back to the following, what is the last person? This is easy to convert. They're friendlies. The thing about the friendlies is because of the simple fact that what friendlies initially is they're actively, if you get a friendly to agree on every point, then that friendly is going to do this every single time. There's no questions about it. Like, that's the whole point of saying, hey, it takes 7 times for a person to convert. Like, you get a person to agree with you 7 times throughout that funnel. It could be on the pricing, it could be on promising on the headline, it could be promising that, it could be the call to action. Like, you get these people to do this 7 times, you have no choice but to convert them. And so these people right here, that's 40% of your, hey, here's our website, and boom, here's the email to our website, and here's a text message to our website. That's 40% of your traffic off of shoppers and buyers, but you have to understand how to do the follow up. Don't never be this person, all right? Screenshot all of that, right? Don't never in your right mind be the person that do this. Traffic, I don't even want to write it correctly. Sound sound contradictory to everything I just said earlier, right? No, because it's the same stuff. What you're doing with this is you're just collecting that information. So many people get stuck on the technicality, they forget about the main purpose. And so that's kind of like where you fuck up at. Like, you're thinking about getting all these people in, right? But you're not thinking about quality of you providing value to the people that you get in. And so once you switch that level of thinking, that's when you start to pour more into less, and then you say, okay, I have an abundance now, let me pour more value into this. And so with this, with the same 5 different people I just wrote down before I erased this initially, that's what you want to kind of do to every individual person that comes in your funnel. And you're not going to know that until you just start running traffic. So it'd be crazy for you to say, hey, initially, dang on, I want this work. I don't know how to explain it to you. Like, if you have to stop, pause, take a deep breath, remove whatever objective that you have in your head, and clear your mind of your thinking and become totally optimal to learning. And the thing is a lot of, you have to put yourself in a unconscious. You have to put yourself in a conscious, unconfident state. And what that means is initially conscious uncompetence, meaning I don't know how to do something, so I'm going to learn how to do it. And until you understand that, it's going to be very difficult for you to kind of grow a campaign, especially if you're building it based on emotions or a current or active an event. And that's going to be very difficult. And that's why I say I don't sell with dopamine. I sell with I'm selling with knowledge. So that's the difference. So it's just like you rather know what's gonna work and do that than just keep making impulsive decisions. You see what I'm saying? You just can't do that. Thanks, guys. Be sure to message me. Let me do this. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate it. I just got, like I said, I seen so many people came on this morning. I was just, I was nervous, you know. So message me on Instagram, you know. Yeah, just message me here or email me. I respond faster to email, so that's the whole point of having it is an email. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Message me or email me. Most definitely, you guys. Most definitely. Message me or email me. That's my Instagram and that's my email. All right. I'll see you in the next video.